Alright, I have never played the Guardian Legend before. I don't know what kind of game it is. Oh, apparently there's an opening scroll, so we'll watch that. I haven't played an NES game in a while, it's exciting. Long ago, an alien race sent a huge world hurtling toward the Earth, loaded with a cargo of mysterious life forms. You must battle your way deep within the alien world, destroy its vicious inhabitants. You are the guardian of the Earth, and your saga will become the Guardian Legend. Sweet. I like all those. Like, they sent a world hurtling toward the Earth? Pretty classic NES so far, right? Ooh, password system. I might use save states just out of convenience, but only on like level borders. It is a scrolling space shooter, right on. Never played it. Yeah, no idea what it's like. Did not know it was a scrolling space shooter. It's cool though. Oh, man, I feel like the scroll speed is really fast for the NES. I wonder if they're doing some kind of crazy techno magic behind the scenes to make that work. Alright, looks like there's a power-up dropping there. Oh. That is not a power-up. Okay, that's death. Roger. Game over! Holy shit. Okay. We gotta be careful. My ship is pretty big. A pretty big hurt box, it looks like. Yep. We're in NES times, alright. We'll see. I'm gonna do my best. My technical policy for beating old hardcore NES games like this is to use save states as though the game had checkpoints. But given that it has a password system, it must have checkpoints eventually, so I'm not gonna plan on using them, except maybe as a convenience thing when we finish the game for today. Hey, Ludifex, how you doing? Music's pretty sweet. Slowed way down. What? Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sorry to hear that. Man, those things are hard to kill. My little button doesn't do anything, so not yet anyway. No, I'm sorry, man. That really sucks. They do have some, like, low mobility options at PAX. I think they have a shuttle you can take to go from panel to panel, that sort of thing. Oh, right on, that's a bummer. I guess let me know, I'll try to make sure I get the other 2 badges sold to somebody else that needs them. Hope to see you there. I wonder if that's like a health power-up that seems to pop up every so often. I'm getting pretty low on health. The health seems pretty forgiving for an NES game right now, even if the game over condition's pretty brutal. This is the closest thing I've really seen to a bullet hell from this era. Oh, that was a full heal, holy shit. Alright. I didn't really have games that had this much on the screen at once, so I wonder if it's like devoting all of its resources to pulling that off. The fast scrolling earlier definitely felt like showing off the tech in a way. Cool. Island Hopper. Someone is reading this, I must have failed. The star Naju was our home. We were invaded by evil life forms. Everyone except me was killed. Go ahead and activate the self-destruct device. If I fail, I would like you to do this task. This cannot happen to any other race. Self-destruct mechanism is protected by a safety device. Whoa! It changed... Wow, it's like top-down now? Remove each seal and go deep inside Naju. If you destroy all 10 safety devices, the self-destruct sequence will be activated. Whoa. I was not expecting... I was wondering, like, why is she shooting things from her on that screen? It's because I can control her. Alright, cool. cool. Big perspective shifts. I think other games that did that in this era, where there were like majorly different gameplay modes. Blaster Master, yeah. You know, I've ever actually beaten Blaster Master. I've only played it for like maybe 30 minutes. I'd love to play through it on stream at some point. I would effectively be blind. So I can destroy those, it's good to know. At least sounds like they're taking advantage of the sound effects channel for this music. Oh, that's cool, Chaos. Okay, that's cool. This screen establishes that there are blocks that I can't bust open yet. I don't yet know if I actually have an incentive to fight, or if I should just try to avoid enemies. So I can see when I kill these things if it increases any of those numbers. Makes my score go up. But who cares about score? Just want to see what pausing does. Whoa, it's got like a big overworld map? Holy crap. This game has never, ever, ever crossed my desk. I didn't know that it existed at all. It's kind of cool. Also, you compare with your friends without score. Yeah, it's sort of like limited continues. I feel like score is just a holdover from the arcade era. Ooh, what's that? Also just a heal, it looks like. One thing I'll have to get used to is I don't think the game gives you any feedback if your shot was accepted by the enemy, like the enemy doesn't flash or give you any kind of other indicator that you succeeded, you know? It makes a tinking noise if it's immune, I guess. So that's important. It at least tells you if something didn't work. Brag on the schoolyard. I got the high score. I think I submitted a like Super Mario Brothers score to Nintendo Power back in the day. I didn't get in. Definitely remember participating in those Blockbuster video game competitions they had. I actually did pretty well in the Clay Fighter one, and pretty decently in the what was it? They did one, they had this like special Donkey Kong Country cart that tracked how many bananas you found. I was like, that's a trap. Hopefully it's not a like permanent trap. You have this like damage shield around you, is kind of cool. Okay, I can't kill those things. Different symbols in each of these rooms. Got a moon room. Ooh, I do have a thing I can use. How does that work? It consumes resources to use. Okay, gotcha. I guess that could be a boss room, but I kind of don't want to go in there and have it trap me and have me no way to get out. That doesn't work on that. Cool lightsaber. Oh shit, that was pretty dope. Oh man, that was really dope. Made my shot do more. Gave me full resources, it looks like. Weapon power 1, use chip 4, attack shield, chip max 100. I don't know what chips are for yet. Ooh. Oh, are they warp points? Interesting. Gotcha. Okay. Figure out how the password system works too. Can anyone look up what the default save state key is in Nestopia real quick? I think if I Alt-Tab out of full screen mode, it might upset my capture card. I think it's like F2, but I want to make sure I don't accidentally press load. A really good question. Maybe it has a limited soundtrack. F5? Okay, thanks. Just gonna tap that every so often. So you don't have to start all the way from the beginning. Is that like a secret? Cool. Oh, taking damage loses my max shot. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. If I have 100 chip, then I have a better shot. There's a triangle. Thanks, Chaos. Appreciate it. This game's pretty sweet so far. I know some of these are like arranged as letters. I don't know the reason for that yet. The thing I'm struggling with most right now is how large the character's sprite is and how, like, the hurt box on the weapon is slightly lower than it appears to be. Actually, I think the box is fine, but I keep expecting, like, the shots to fire from her head. Ooch. Okay, all these warp symbols, the only ones I can go in are the ones that are blank right now, so maybe I'll get keys later that let me get into the other ones. Maybe these are boss rooms. I saved last time so we can find out. It is. Okay. Should go fight the other one then. Oh, if I use my... Interesting. When I use my lightsaber, it consumes my super shot for some reason. Sweet. Dope. Oh, cool. There's one exit from each room. I wonder if killing those triggers something, like if I should be going through and killing them. I'll back up and check. There's another boss door off to the side. Square. There's a lot of people plugging away at God of War. Pretty good chance to win after the Dark Cloud 2 vote gets called in a few weeks. Where to get this? I guess I'll grab it real fast. Oh, another warp. Interesting. Interesting. Ah, that might just be convenience? Oh, wait. I had all the corridor seals. If you need to know how to remove the seal, ask the person who sealed it. To remove the seal at corridor number 1, fire at the gate. All the rooms leading to the corridors are locked, so use the warp panel to get into the room. To use the warp panel, blast through the cover. You also need a key for the panel. Huh! So it's kind of like a puzzle game, too. I got like some Zelda elements. That's neat. West. Boss was here? Okay. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I could have fought it in either location. I guess I'll go straight down, just make sure I didn't miss the boss there. Here we go. I'm trying to save my laser sword. Laser sword's pretty dope. My health bar is getting longer too. Now, those are the seals that I have to undo. And go back to the warp room, which I don't think was too far from here. Let me see if I've got anything on my... Let's see. Don't have any keys. Oh, I've got a bunch of like sub-weapons now. That's cool. Ah, it tells you how many... Okay, I understand. So this uses 4 chips per second that it's held out. And if I'm at max chips, then I can shoot the nice shot. Gotcha. So I'll keep this out. It's pretty nice for wrecking bosses. West. Is this the one with the warp room? I think so. Does seem to let me shoot that. But I can't use the moon door yet. I said to blast the cover. That's pretty cool. Right on. This is a Western game too, isn't it? Oh man, another one of these levels. Shit, let me F5. See if that works. Ooh, it did not. Hold on a sec. Ooh, shit, that was exactly what I was worried about. Hopefully my thing doesn't crash. Please, game. It's fine. Please. Okay, looks like that's the manual load. Bummer. Let me see if it tells me a quick save option, since it didn't look like it crashed the capture card. 1 second. Did crash the game though, but I should be able to recover our progress. Sorry, Windows 10. No, it's okay. I was able to save it, which is what matters. There we go. Quick save. Shift 1. And then just 1. Okay, so I gotta be careful using that. Can I do oldest slot? Shift 0. So I think if I do this here, that's where we want to be. And let's try full screening it again. Let's try Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, Shift 4, and then 1. Okay, got it. Roger. Thank you. Solved. Oh, but I've got... Not all the way solved. Hold on. Unfortunately, this guy, for whatever reason, doesn't remember your input settings if it crashes. Left, up, right, down. Select, start, BA, BA. We're almost back. It's like Nestopia gets really mad whenever I switch it from full screen. Alright. I think I know what we gotta do. We gotta boot it up, load the game, load the state, set the controller, and then full screen it, and then it should be fine. Blue Bagel State is not my friend, I know, right? Windows 10? I actually never had this problem before Windows 10 with Nestopia, but what you gonna do? Okay, that worked. Input, left, up, right, down, select, start, BA, BA, push. Okay. So putting in a code. Hey, we've got gameplay again. Nice. This is really cool, though. I like the stage we were in and the little puzzle to shoot the door a bunch of times. Oh, my shots are better here, too. That's cool. Still let me use my... Oh, it still let me use the sub-weapon. That's neat. Unexpected. Oh, I'm underwater. I wasn't letting those fish change perspectives to see it. This game actually feels pretty, like, fair, balanced so far. It's not terribly brutal. This song is an awesome OC remix. I'll have to check it out. I love OC remix. Evil seahorses. Yeah, go for it. Can't shoot behind you, problem. Yeah, like, it seems like the amount of damage that you take before you die, they put some thought into it, and they give you a decent amount of power-ups, too. Which is very unusual for the NES. Even like Zelda feels kind of unfair until you have a shitload of heart containers. V-Sync scanline. Nice. I was able to kill it eventually, but I lost my extra shots, which is a bummer. Okay, and it's got sprite limits, like any good NES game, so... I shouldn't just hold down the fire button if I'm close to an enemy. I can try to take advantage of the sprite limit. There we go, nice. It looks like the red balloons are chips. Man, I was a stupid child. I would not have been able to play this game as a kid. There's too much that's not explained. I'm kind of figuring it out. It's worth killing those things as fast as you can. Maybe it is. Be curious to check out the manual. Usually when I'd rent a game, it would come with the manual. That's what I'd do on the way back from Blockbusters. I would read it in the car and get all hyped for it. Depending on your Blockbuster, though. Nice. Jam. Oh, it's like an anglerfish. Gnarly. Lightsaber is pretty OP. I bet that's what they do in the speedrun. I'll have to check it out after I beat it. Great memories of reading manuals in the car. Yeah, I remember reading manuals in the car by passing streetlights, because it would be too dark in the car coming home. So you'd only get a brief second every time a streetlight would pass to read a couple words. Alright, cool. And now I have the moon warp unlocked. That's cool. I get it. Let me, save, shift. Try to just do that at the end of levels. Yeah, I saw that post on Reddit today. The one in Alaska. Oh shit. Damn. Dude's here hit like a truck, apparently. Guess not. Green guys are invulnerable to my charms at the moment. Big arrow. This is an incredibly suspicious room, but okay. So that's the wrong blockbuster. Already destroyed blocks. That's a bummer this game doesn't have any, like, sequels. It's a pretty cool... Like, I would love to see what the 2018 interpretation of this game would be, right? Not worth it. Green might be unkillable by me right now. Maybe with my sub-weapon, but... I think that's making the not taking damage noise, at least. I'm not 100% sure. Hey, Paranormal. I'm really enjoying this game so far. I had no idea it existed. What? Set your weapon to no use, and press the button A. Man, that's pretty cool. Oh, so I can confirm what the characters are supposed to look like. Wrong word. The above word is right. Alright, so I can also try to save state exclusively at save rooms, but I think I'm also just, you know, to have more checkpoints whenever we beat a stage, beat a boss, or transition between modes, we'll do a save state. This game is really cool, Paranormal. How long have you known about it? Did you play this as a kid? Like, it seems like it's way ahead of its time. It also seems like the kind of game that you're pretty incentivized to, like, make a map. Like old school Metroid. Which I'm not about to do. Oh, nice full heal. That's super good. Good call. I had a couple NES games that just completely evaded me as a kid that are well known, like, what was the other one? Blaster Master, I never played Kid Icarus. I think this is... Oh, this is a different level. Okay, there's new fish. It's like a harder version of the previous level. Neat. Gets a lot tougher later. Cool. Yeah, the box art's awful. Tells you nothing. Yeah, it's kind of like a combination of Zelda and Metroid and Gradius. What a really neat concept for a game. How, let's see, 98? Wow, 98, that's super late. Now, is that just a game over when that happens? Oh, okay, so it has a checkpoint for you. That's kind of neat. I'll go back to here, though, to save time. This game couldn't really be... That must have been an error. It's 88, isn't it? Yeah, let me fix that. There's no way that this is... No one was making NES games in 98. Oops. That's even more impressive, though. This game is 30 years old. It's not that much younger than Zelda. Especially that, you know, switch to no use weapon and press the A button to save. Really pushing what's possible on the NES. Very novel in the NES era. This game is the original Nier Automata. You're a lady who turns into a ship sometimes. Should start to get buff in these later zones. Maybe I'm incentivized to not come here just yet. Finally, NES game was 94. What game was it? I know people have pressed NES games since then, like Battle Kid, but... Oh, nice full heal. Lucky, lucky. If Taro's a time traveler. Mario's Woods. And get more shots off the closer to the top of the screen I am because of the 3 sprite limit. I can destroy those shots. Should not rely on holding the button down, it looks like, for this stage. It's pretty balanced around me doing it this way. Alright, what we got? Whoa! The holder thing. Holy shit! Alright, my cheesy laser sword strategy does not work on that guy just because he hits like a truck. Alright, in that case, I'll just let me take me back. Remember not to fight that guy yet. I think if we play this in a future session, I'm gonna have to make a map. More powerful. Jeez. I wonder why most of those arrows are busted. Come on. It's highly suspicious. You know, this game's doing a lot of stuff that's very novel. I don't know if it's like a late enough game that they would deliberately troll you with those arrows. Indie games would teach me to suspect something janky there, but there might just be arrows because the level designer thought it looked cool. Help the room to stand out. Alright, safe sleep, Jahan. Giant enemy crab. Alright. What was that? Oh, look at all these sub-weapons I have now. Dang. Wonder if any of them are necessary for progression, or if they're just different options. Link's Awakening Goma. Attack that weak point for massive damage, don't you know it? Still don't think I'm allowed to destroy those red blocks. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. Alright, I've already been here. I also don't yet know if there's any reason to kill the bosses. It might be that the bosses just drop special guns like that last one. Sure. Why do they have the word check thing? Found some other warps not far from here. I'm gonna see if I can do anything with them. More umlauts in the passwords, I know, right? It looked like the letters had... like, they thought about letters that look too similar to each other, like I and 1 and O and 0. I remember that being a huge problem back in the era of passwords. Okay. So I was expecting shenanigans here. Guess there are some glowing locations on the map that I can try to go scope out. Let me try that. It looks like a shenanigans room, at least. Yeah, sure, Paranormal. There's a bunch of areas in the starting zone. It should be east of here? Really? Huh. You mean that there's like breakable walls or something? Oh god. Oh my god, are they serious? Fucking kidding me, right? Kill it with fire. Can I finish it off before it does that? Yes, I can. Yeah, I don't think I can get up to that guy. Maybe it's only accessible from a warp? Interesting. gonna try backing up a zone. I don't think I'm quite ready for Moon World just yet. Although, actually, I'm gonna go back the other way because the room with the Beholder fish boss, what was it? It also had another moon door that I didn't take, so I can go take that moon door instead of dropping down and fighting the fish boss. Check it. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Gotta get some graph paper. Yeah. Don't you have a framed Metroid 1 map that you and your friends made, Matt? Corridor 11, yeah. I don't think I'm supposed to be in Corridor 11 just yet. Oh, it did take me somewhere different. Interesting. Cute. What do we got? Maybe I'll drop a key or something. It's a robot. It's that thing in Star Wars that Darth Vader needs to torture you. Oh shit. Good, I still didn't have a weapon equipped. I'm gonna die here, but I'll beat him next time. Ah! Oof. Oof, owie. I got a full heal. Try him again with full resources. Maybe use a weapon other than the lightsaber this time. Yeah, we're on episode 9. We're about done with it. We were talking about it yesterday during front mission a bit. Yeah, it gets much better. It's if you go back and watch season 1 of Futurama, season 1 of Futurama is kind of weak too. Yeah. Once it starts establishing running jokes and starts building a bigger cast than just the core 3 characters and starts exploring outside of the castle, it's really good. Yeah. Let's see, which of these shots do I want to try? The ones that I get few resources for are presumably pretty strong. I guess I'll try a bunch of different things. Okay. I think we say that with rose-colored glasses. I don't know. That went very well. Oh, actually, that's super cool. It increased my max chip from 100 to 150. Wonder if I started at 50. Cool. Alright, I'll get my sword back. It's worth saving. No. I think it's better. I'm excited to see what part 2 is gonna look like. Could do with some polish. Okay, we can't fuck with Corridor 11 yet. It's cool this game has, like, progression, too. It seems like it's probably doable at the lowest power. If you're really careful. Like, it's with not just progression with health, like Zelda, too. Oh, let me go save. How did you end up playing this, Matt? Was this on an emulator, or do you happen to find a copy of it? The The box art almost couldn't be less attractive. Nice. I might try to get a NES. I don't think they make SCART cables, but... No, I think NES is sucky. Like, if you want to stream from an NES cart, you either have to do the component video, or you have to, like, modify the motherboard for SCART output, which is, like, several hundreds of dollars, which, given that NES emulation is basically pixel perfect, I don't care enough. Now that I think about it. Season 1 of Futurama as it came out so long ago, it's hard to pinpoint how you felt about it. I remember being pretty meh about Futurama when it first came out, because I was expecting more Simpsons. The big parts of the problem is, like, Bender isn't really defined in the first season of Futurama. They don't really know what they're gonna do with him. Look for other moon doors here. Remember if I left it. There we go, nice. Okay. Retron 5. Like it just has an HDMI out. Sure. Oh, this is still this map, but it's a different part of this map. That's really neat. Drawing a map for this game would be fun. They don't really know who Bender is. They don't really know who the professor is. The professor's just kind of senile in Season 1. It takes a couple seasons for him to become kind of an asshole. Right. We can't do Corridor 11, we definitely can't do Corridor 12. Okay, so it's a different room than I thought it was. I thought that was the big, arrow loop. Maybe it's just there as a landmark that's easy to remember. Whoa! Are there any of those I don't have yet? Okay, I'm gonna rebuild my chips. Healing probably would have been smarter, but... all those chips. Right. This seems worth beating. I really dig it so far. Oh, I can't use my special shots. Shit. This is gonna be rough. This guy really wants you to fight him with a sub-weapon. It's because he's, like, slightly faster than you. I don't really do enough damage with that shot right now. Oh, I'm super dead. I'm super dead. I'm super sorry, Yukubo. Hey, Serp, how's it going? Turn on the heart rate monitor! No! If I had chips, I could win, but I do not. Alright, learn my lesson. Don't do this. Oh, nice. Ah! Womp womp. Alright. I remember where I last saved. I think it was in this zone. Yeah. This looks right. Yeah, okay. Oh, and remember that I was out of chips? That's a mean game. Super rude. I can get them back at least. Know about the summer slump. Everybody thinks they've got better things to do than sit around and play D&D. Absurd, I tell you. Not going to Corridor 12. I'd like to find, like, Corridor 2 would be great. I bet I can handle that. I don't know what upgrade I got that lets me attack so fast. Oh, that might have been the thing that I just paid for. It was just a shot speed upgrade. That's cool. It's just passive, and the continue let me keep it. That might be why I still don't have any of my chips. Corridor 2's on your map. This guy is like an extra nasty version of the guy we fought earlier. Alright, so I gotta get him when he's on a vertical. Oof. Full heal? Not a full heal, but a heal. Alright. To remove the seal for corridor number 2, touch everywhere. Oh, man. Yeah, and all these puzzles are kind of like, they're a little obtuse. They're not incredibly straightforward. Like, you don't go in the room and there's an obvious thing to interact with. Like, shoot the door a bajillion times, or... I like it. This game is very, very good. It's like Gradius, Blaster Masters, Zelda, Metroid, and La Mulana. I wonder if, I'm actually curious if the La Mulana devs were inspired at all by this game. It's not a Japanese game though, right? No. Are you sure it's a Western dev that made it? Oh, shit. Ouch. Any luck? Ooh, I guess those upgrades I could have selected were all one time only. What else is it like? Chaos. Trying to farm some chips so I can actually fight that boss that kicked my ass last time. God. Come on, give me something good. That's maybe good. Alright. I'd like to have full health as well as full chips, but full chips should be enough to kill the boss. God, that's truly the Dark Souls of Zelda, Metroid, La Mulana, Blaster Master. Right. Ah! Oh god, things were going so well until that happened. Alright. Moon door. Oh, Corridor 2. Touch everything. Cool. I like how you can... I'm trying to think of an NES game I've played that you can really just go straight to somewhere that is way too strong for you. That's like that open world. I guess Zelda 1 is the only one I can really think of. Even Zelda 1, it's pretty manageable. Alright, so I'm gonna save. We're gonna try Corridor 2, but I might have to go farm from some health before we go in. Fantasy 2. How bad was FF2? Is it that open? I played it once, like, 15 years ago, and I don't remember what it's like really at all. Evil fish. I got a full heal, that's dope. Oh no, it's because I got 100,000 score. Here I am talking shit about score in video games, and it actually does something in this one. Convenient. Alright. I really like Crystallis too. Crystallis felt ahead of its time. What was the other one? Star Tropics? I've only played the little bit of Crystallis that you had on Subblock Yukupo. And, I like that it gives you a reward for getting health pickups when you're full on health. Like, it increases your max health when you do that. I've never played Star Tropics, but I had some friends who are into it, and I've seen some of the gameplay and the shenanigans it does. Oh no, I think a heart upgrade is different from a red sphere. A red sphere recovers health. A heart upgrade might be max health, or maybe it's only max health if you're full when you pick it up. Yeah, that last upgrade didn't do anything. This is Paranormal Echoes. It's super cool so far. It's really way before its time NES game. Did not know it exists. Yeah, I only got 11 because I was low on health. Okay. Gotcha. I think I want that slow-moving shot for bosses. I guess we'll find out. And there's a lot of really cool early ideas, too, like shared resource with the chip system, both for regular shots and for sub-weapons. Star Tropics 2 is a top 3 game for the NES. This guy's a dick. I can only have one of those shots on the screen at a time, so it's not very good. I like how each of the sub-weapons appears to be better on certain bosses than others. This one sucks because it's just too slow to ever hit him. Alright, what other options do I have? Okay, that's not great for this guy. It's also not great for this guy. Can use that to kill his little goofy shit up there. Some hearts. While that thing's out, it's eating chips, I see. What about this guy? Alright. Nice. I want to eat some chips. You got a key! Awesome. Alright. Man. Look, she's a ship lady. It's Nier Automata Origins. She's a sexy ship lady with a headband. So what did that do? It upgraded my laser sword? Dude, this game is fucking rad! I love this game! Holy shit! Wow, okay. And I kind of know where to go, too, because the game's done a pretty good job of the first zone showing you all these locked doors that you can't get in. That's so cool. Try to find an official save room. I would have played the shit out of this as a kid. Just really enjoyed it. Shit. God. Wow. Holy crap. Okay. Thanks. I was asking for it there. Okay, now I'm up to 200 max chips. Dude, and your weapon gets stronger and stronger as your max chips goes higher and higher? I love it. Yeah, so it's like, you actually have progression in this game, and it's not just with something boring like levels or max health. That'll probably make later dungeons way easier. We got 12 max health now. Yeah, this game is so cool. I'm guessing the devs are defunct, which is too bad. I'd love to see, like, what a modern sequel to this game would look like. You got all these, like, so the core gameplay loop in this game, like, you wander the map, and you look for mini-bosses, and the mini-bosses all drop permanent upgrades, like max chips, max health, or new weapons. And even if you get 2 of the same weapon, it makes that sub-weapon stronger, which is really cool. This is a save room? No, it's a shop. And then you try to get strong enough to be able to handle the Gradius stages, which start out really brutal. And beating a Gradius stage gives you a key that lets you get through another one of the corridors. And then to open all of the corridors, you have to solve like a La Mulana tablet puzzle. Yeah, Nier. It is Japanese. Touch everywhere. We got that one. Who made it? Maybe it was published by a Western company. I guess the title screen seemed pretty Englishy about aliens throwing a world at another world. Okay. Probably still can't handle that. I want to get back to the original zone and see if I can find the new key that I just unlocked. I like that it tracks the keys on there, too. Bankrupt in 2003. Ah, bummer. No! Okay, so I can only have up to 12 max health right now, it looks like. I do want you to record my progress. Thanks, dog. Also go ahead and save state in here. Oh, they made Puyo Puyo too? Huh. No kidding. This is like one of the best NES games I've ever played. Just the core gameplay loop, the systems. I was a little bit worried when I first loaded in on this original map because it felt like kind of big and empty, like Metroid 1. I wish I had it as a kid. I played a ton of it. Alright, we're looking for our Shepherd's Crook door now. I think that was the Corridor 1 that we solved a while ago. So I've moved to compile heart. That rapid fire upgrade is the tits. Okay, I don't have the triangle key yet. Ooh. I can't believe this game is 1988, too. That's what's really shocking to me. Like, I guess the only thing it maybe doesn't have on later NES games is it's the graphics aren't quite as polished as, like, you know, Mario 3. But it still looks perfectly serviceable, and it does some pretty crazy showing off shit, like the really fast scrolling Gradius stages. SNK is known for making fighting games, and they made Crystallis. Yeah. Don't have that one yet. Hyperdimension Neptunia. I haven't heard of that. What kind of game is it? Don't have Square yet. I like how there's a lot of little quality of life features in this game that I dig. Like, if you already have max chips, then chip pickups give you health. And if you already have max health, then health pickups give you chips. Like, very cool. Oh, and I see the number next to my health bar are the different segments that I've unlocked so far. Gotcha. Forget how much health I started with at the beginning. E-store, I don't have the plus sign yet. Cross. Super anime JRPG. This game just has a lot of really cool ideas, and it seems to have executed on them in a way that's fairly polished. Like, the controls feel pretty tight. I don't feel like the game is screwing me over at all. I set Seal 6 very well. You will need a special weapon to break it. Okay. Pretty sure I've seen this crook seal somewhere on the stage. Seal 6 requires a special weapon. I'll try to remember that for this session, but I might have to make some notes for next time. You gonna keep this on your sub-block, Matt? Can't do anything with that yet. I like, too, that I was eventually able to figure out how the hell it works. One sec. Shift 9. Humanized console systems. Oh shit. These guys hit really hard. Yikes. Seems pretty dope too. Corridor 13, which I'm not feeling too hip to yet. Basically, I don't want to do any of the double-digit corridors until I've naturally worked my way to them, I think. Kichinophanes is summon. I like how they let you opt out of these fights if you don't feel you're ready for them. It's really cool, too. God, that thing is way too fast. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, okay. Roger. Roger that. This is right now. That's a corridor that I can't do yet. I want to try to get to this boss with full resources and use a better weapon against him. I must be able to get move speed upgrades eventually because I wasn't able to outpace that mini-boss. Maybe they made it possible so that, you know, you have to have a certain amount of health or be able to beat him or a certain amount of DPS. Alright, let's see. What would be good for this asshole? Good God. That is not the right weapon for this dude. That might be the right one if I can get it at the right angle. So I can fire it and then move. Oof, I just gotta time it better. Man, that is rough. Alright. This time I think I'll save outside his room just to not have the salty run back. Not great. This area might be outside of my league right now. I was kind of hoping to find another corridor here. Single-digit corridor. Corridor 3 is past corridor 13? Really? So maybe the number doesn't indicate the difficulty, after all? Good God, okay. Might have. Check here in a second. The way the monster spawns work in this game is like you can avoid most... Oh shit, the thing isn't guaranteed to spawn. You can avoid a lot of enemies if you're just like speeding through the room. So I bet this game has a fun speedrun too. 13. There it is. I don't have the clue for Corridor 3 yet, though. Okay. Doesn't seem to do anything when I walk on stuff. It might be that I need to, like, it's like an event flag to find the clue. Oh, nope. Brute forced it. Probably shoot south would be my guess. I'll try to look for the clues more regularly going forward. There's only so much like corridor design space that I feel like they would realistically explore. This game is so cool though. I had no idea what to expect going into it. Especially when you boot it up and it's like, oh, it's a Gradius, okay. And then I died to something I thought was a power. I'm like, oh, it's like super punishing Gradius. Even more punishing than Gradius. Although in Gradius, like, if you die, you may as well start the game over because it's all about snowballing anyway. Yeah, how did that one open? What was I actually supposed to do? I like how the same shot methods that you collect in the walking game mode carry over to this mode. Very similar to Nier Automata, actually, where, like, it's using the same core mechanics, right? Your lasers all still work the same way. It's not that discrete of a mode after all. Set on a timer. Wait? That's some Earthbound shit. I love it. Yeah, I wonder if those corridor rooms, if they like fully explore the design space of secret ways you can open the doors. Shooting the center, walking on certain squares, shooting certain corners, using specific weapons. Okay, so we fought the harder version of this guy. Oh god, well, harder version, my ass. Dude is a dick. Alright. I'll have to try to find a different, safer weapon I can use against him. Now, maybe the difficulty isn't linear based on the name of the corridor. Or maybe I need to get like a defensive upgrade somewhere. Maybe I just need to not get hit. This is a pretty long stage, so I might just try to make a save state right before the boss. So I can learn his pattern, since there's another, potentially more dangerous version of him elsewhere. Need to get good. Yeah, but it feels, it's the right kind of obtuse, like, so far the puzzles have been, you know, attack the door, wait, use a special weapon, and walk all around the room. Which it's, the reason I say it's obtuse is just that it's like, not an obvious, like, oh, go hit the switch. Like, you gotta do something weird in the room, like let a timer pass. No iframes, right. I think you do have very brief iframes. Maybe it depends on the enemy. Like, when I fought the very first boss, I cheesed by using the lightsaber. And that was pretty effective. But I think maybe if I stand in his laser, the iframes might be based on the attack. One of the hardest NES games. It feels fair so far. Other than maybe the iframe thing, it doesn't feel like bullshit like a lot of these games do. Alright, slot 2. Try to decide what weapon I want to use. Probably still this one. Just gotta shoot it without taking damage. Giving you something the game doesn't need to save, right? I think of most puzzles as being very straightforward, like you need to have this key to go through this door, or you need to step on this pedestal. Anything that's like tracking something else that's more interesting than that, like shoot a part of the screen that's usually not interactable. Alright, let's see. I really want to get a level 2 version of this guy. What else could I use? That one shoots on my sides, which I don't want. I'll try this one, I guess. Alright, that's actually pretty decent. Well, as long as I don't get caught in that, I guess. I don't think I have any way to stop that laser beam from coming out. If I stay far enough down, I think I might be... Oh no, hitting him stops it. Okay. So having that weapon's really good because it causes him to pinch it off. And then I can get past him. Okay. Ah, alright. I think we got him next time. Use that weapon to make him pinch it off. I wonder if that's the intended way to beat him. Well, not like that, but something like that. It's like I gotta have the pinch-off attack ready to go throughout most of the fight. Oof, yeah, getting hit by one of those things is very, very punishing, it feels like. Looks like I can predict when he's gonna fire them at least, though. Save closer to the start of his animation here. Try to stay at the bottom if I can. That way I should have plenty of time to dodge the thing as long as I'm making him pinch it off every time. Yeah, it's like I think he has a maximum length they can go, and then he's always gonna pinch it off if I happen to hit him when he starts pooping it. So that's good to know. Alright. He's hard, but we can do it. This would really suck with a salty run back every time. I don't know if I could have a weapon that would make it easier, because this is like corridor number 3. Probably let him hit me with the little orbs. I don't think they do anywhere near as much damage. Let me see if I can try another ability here. Could also come back to him, but I don't know what else I would use. Like, this thing just attacks the sides, which is useless. This thing I need to get into melee range, which he's gonna eat me if I do. These don't block the poop logs. This is the only other weapon I could see trying to use. Let's try it. I don't know if it's comparable damage, though. Could also just try using the regular shot, just trying to treat it as like a bullet hell fight and just try to avoid damage as much as possible. I think I'm probably gonna do that. I should use this one. Way more likely to actually hit him. Yeah, he's pretty fast. Orb seems to hit for 2, the poo hits for 9. Okay, good to know, thanks. Lightning poo is incredibly dangerous. I wonder if I get any brief iframes from getting hit by an orb that I can try to take advantage of. So I will never, like, save state cheese the boss itself, like save in the middle of the fight. But like I said, for really challenging older NES games like this, I don't mind using save states to save runbacks. I'm trying to think of another game that I've played before in NES. Like if we ever played like Little Ninja Brothers, I don't think I'd be able to play that without save stating just to conserve time. It's easy to get into a bad cycle with this guy. Holy god, I do not deserve to be alive. Oh man, heart rate's going. Come on. How many health does he have? Oh, wow. First try. That guy was hard. Dag, yo. Alright, we got the Hot Springs key.
Excellent.
Look, she's a ship lady. It's exactly the same. It's a Hot Springs episode. I like that it always gives you a full heal after you kill a boss. Let me see if that new key gets me to Corridor 4, would be my guess. Okay, it looks like that is the order you're expected to get the keys in, so I think you are supposed to go through the corridors in numerical order, which, geez, then that boss is stupid hard. Unless if I'm supposed to beat more mini-bosses to get access to more, like, chips, maybe. I could see that being the case. I'm gonna pop here and save. I'm gonna go try to kill that mini-boss that was giving me trouble earlier. See if he drops anything good before I go back to the Hot Springs doors. See how it goes. Yeah, I'm so bummed that this game didn't get any recognition. Do you have that link handy, Matt, of the underappreciated NES games you said you found? Way too fast is a big part of the problem. And he hits like a fucking truck for some reason. Man. Why? Do I want to try again? I might have to come back to him when I'm stronger. Gotcha. You found a cool list and then bought a bunch of them on eBay? Well, that didn't work out very well. I was hoping to top off my health and ended up taking, like, way more damage. I guess I can skip the mini-boss. See if there's something past its room. I like that mechanic that you can even skip mini-bosses in the first place. It's like, they won't block you from progressing, but you won't get whatever thing they drop. Oh, chip 400, no shit. Oh, you know, I wonder if you get the chipped level to the point where, like, you just have excess above the max shot level so that you can use sub-weapons without losing your max shot. That's kind of cool. That would definitely help. Let's see what else is out here. What do you got? Shot, maybe? Sure. Good to have two sources of saving. Like instead of Zelda, try this Chaos. That's what the list looks like. Whoa. A lot of dudes, man. I'm trying to think of other games from this early that really have this fleshed out of a progression system. Like, and persistent progression, too. Oh, man. I almost have, like, a constant laser now from speed upgrades. That's awesome. Instead of Zelda, try Crystallis. Wait forever. The seal for number 3 will be removed. What are you doing? Do not wait here. Cool. Mechanics of this guy aren't too bad, so we should be okay here, hopefully. Especially with the full shot. Like that I can save the power up that way, given that I have to interact with it. Alright. Oh, this is new. How does this work? Ooh, cool. Screen clear. Gotcha. Let's dodge. Ouch. Vice Project Doom, Princess Tomato. I haven't heard of either of those games. What kind of games are they? I would love for Blizzard to make a new Lost Vikings game. Tomato made me think of it. Alright, let's go find Hot Springs Door. I'm guessing that takes me to Corridor 4 eventually. I'm also starting to see the Matrix that, like, it at least appears that the clue is in the same area. It might not always be true, though, because I think that, I haven't found Corridor 6 and probably won't find it for a while, but I already have the clue that it uses a special sub-weapon. Vice Project Doom is the action platforming spy hunter car chase. First shooting game. Oh. I really need a defense upgrade. There is a defense upgrade. Okay. I think that's part of what the game is telling me here, that I should be getting those. Sure. Surprised I didn't have a password system. Alright, Hot Springs, I think we're back this way. Mr. Gimmick. Best adventure game in the NES. Wow, that's high praise. I need to beat, what was it? Boyna's Blob. Boyna's Blob is the kind of obtuse puzzle that sort of demands a walkthrough, I think. It isn't just unusual use of game mechanics. I guess I don't know anyone who's beaten it blind. I've only started, like, played the first 30 minutes or so, kind of seen what it expected of you. I guess there was a remake of it, though, that probably made it more accessible. Yeah, I think that was a wasted rental for me one time. I have this memory of renting that game being like, what the fuck is this? And having it for a whole week without really playing it. You own the cartridge, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's more like an adventure game, right? It's a really cool premise. You feed him different flavors of jelly beans and it changes what he can do. And you kind of have to figure out what all those do, right? Oh, it's not so bad then, Yukubo. I found a couple of those, actually. Hot Springs doors. Back when N64 was already out. Gotcha, yeah. This game would benefit from, not that it has the button, real estate to do it, but, hold this button to stand still. And aim. Goonies 2 is an adventure game that tends to be a platform. I've never played it. Seal number 4 cannot be removed. I think I goofed up when I sealed it. Ask for help from the round creature several times. Okay, that's cool. I love the different feels this game is mixing, too. Like, the action element is pretty neat, the top-down Smash TV kind of stuff. I guess it's not Smash TV because I can't stop and change where I aim. Twin stick. But then the Gradius parts are cool, and then the puzzle parts are really neat. Nice. Alright, max health up. Sweet. Order 14. Probably has 4 behind it somewhere if the pattern continues. I want to fight a bot. Well, I guess I'll save state and then we'll try it. So I don't go all the way back to the last save if I die, and I'll skip it if I can't beat it. Oof. Cool. I wonder what the max power is for each of these. I think they're all unique upgrades too. I don't think there's a random chance of you finding any of those. Like, you only get them from killing sub-bosses like that. God, another shot speed upgrade. It's gonna get to the point where it's just a constant laser coming out of me. I'm excited for that. Bracket boy. This room is incredibly suspicious. Let me save again. Just in case it's too hard, we'll just skip it. Oh, this asshole. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. I've never beaten Binding of Isaac. Nope. I've gotten pretty far, but I've never beaten it. Had it for 3DS. I think that's on my wish list, actually, at the tasks.marstead.com link. Ah, I see. Only sell you one of these. He's probably the guy I need to ask to open this door. You open corridor. Maybe I have to buy something from him and then talk to him, then he'll open it. Health. See if he does something different if I pop out. This is definitely the round guy. Maybe it'll just open after I bought stuff from him. Like it. Doesn't look like it's used the action button. He's not in the room. Could also be another dude elsewhere in the zone. Oh, is that the clue? That's cool. That's awesome. Nice. Good call, sir. I forgot that it said several times. I see you are trying very hard, so I will remove the seal for corridor number 4. I love it. It's fucking fantastic. Yeah, there's a lot of design space for those simple little rooms. Oh yeah, this really fast version of Corridor 3. Oof. Yikes. Good God. I really need a defense upgrade really badly. There's probably one in an early zone that I could go back and get. This is so balanced for all my current upgrades. If I tried to do this with the starting gun, I would be completely screwed. That makes me extra interested in the speedrun. I feel like speedruns try to avoid getting any upgrades if possible, since it takes time. If it tries to, like, just be really good and just avoid everything in this stage. Those things again. Which are not power-ups, as I learned in the first stage. Yeah, I am abusing save states, though. This feels like a really early bullet hell. I can't think of any other NES games that really got that bullet hell feel. Okay, this guy is the poster child for this ability? Maybe? Depending on where he can spawn. I don't know if that's actually damaging him. I'm not hearing any of the telltale sound effects. I don't think it was. Let's try using this one. Yeah, that's the dream. Alright, I'll lose this attempt, but we'll get him next time. You get a nice heal. I'll take it. I'm actually super sure what causes those power-ups to appear. Alright, first try. Very nice. What do we get? Hey, square key! Awesome. Bosses don't have iframes either. Yeah, if they stand still long enough, if they're not moving really fast back and forth like that Beholder boss, then that ability or the... Ooh, level 3. Whoa! That's cool. Uses a lot of chips now, though. Sweet. I like it. Let's get back to base. Ooh, eat. Because I'd never actually checked that before. Order 14. I think if I fully explored that area, I need to get a shield upgrade really badly. Hold on to this, I'll go scope it out real fast. Yeah, it's cool how the game is very open world, but you kind of figure out the intended way to move through it. So I haven't been lost without needing to have a map. I was worried, especially with the first area with all the different key gates, that, oh man, I'm really gonna have to map this or I'm not gonna be able to find my way around it. But it's not that bad. That was the kind of critical thinking thing I was really bad at as a kid. Like, when I would have been playing the NES, noticing that pattern of, oh, I see. The proper corridor is behind the 2-digit corridor. And after I do a Gradius level, I always get a key that I can then take back to the starting zone, which will get me to the next consecutive corridor. Ouch. That's the only thing that feels super outdated about this game is the iframes. Everything else seems pretty fair. You get pretty punished if you, like, stand on a bullet. Iframes weren't really something people were thinking about in 1988. I guess the original Mario Brothers had iframes. That has to have been a result of testing, though, right? Like, somebody walked into a Goomba and then immediately died despite having a mushroom. They're like, that's not cool. What's the point of a mushroom, then? Now you have all these games that are, like, built around iframes. Sure. I'll have to watch this VOD. We play this on Paranormal's next subblock. I'm not gonna remember any of this. Like Moon Zone. Oh, one sec. Screwed up my webcam at some point. Alright, same deal. Save outside the room, see if we can handle it. Oops. Sorry. There we go. What we got? What we got? We can do this guy. Oh man, the shot speed on that is insane now. It doesn't matter though. Guy still kicks my ass. Alright, let's try this one, I guess. Part of the problem is I don't know how much damage any of those things does. Oof. Don't want to do that again. Okay, what does this do? Oh, cool. I gotta get some healing, though. Oh god. Get away! Order 15. There's 2 exits from it. I like that all the double-digit corridors are open immediately, too. It's an interesting choice, because they'll all just kick your ass if you go into them too early. Good. 5 hearts. Fire into the corridor, then the seal on number 5 will be removed. Okay. So it's probably fire from the outside of the room. It's really neat. I think those guys are unkillable. That or they have a shitload of hit points. They make a tinking noise when you hit them, which I've come to interpret means you can't hurt this. There's the kill it with fire spiders that if you don't kill immediately, reproduce into like a billion of them. Oh, that's new. These things are pretty similar. Not a swastika room. Yeah, you know it. Save real quick. See what's through here first, I guess. corridor 5. Alright, so it said shoot into corridor 5, which probably means this, but let me kill all the assholes out here first. It can't mean that. Also, if there's another way I need to shoot into it. Don't think so. Try from outside, I guess. Yeah, go ahead. Haven't played it before, I don't mind. We have to shoot from further away. Shoot the sign in the room. Ah, good call. Let's see. Good call, dude. 2 in a row. I know, right? I want to go in there with low health, so I'll save first. Yeah, shoot into corridor 5. I like it. I thought maybe since the previous one was doing something outside of the room that I had to do something from outside of the room. But that makes sense too. Actually, I thought that the thing that said corridor 5 at the top was temporary, that it like went away after you first got in the room. It was like a little pop-up. Yeah. And you got it, man. Those puzzles remind me of La Milano a lot. It can be defeated. Can't be that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take care of these things fast. Oof. Rough. I wonder if these are fixed drops. I'm not sure. Alright, what's your deal, buddy? You gonna be a attack from the side kind of jerk? Oh. Okay. Maybe this one? Oh, it shoots at like an angle, that's nice. That's exactly the weapon I'm supposed to be using against him too, it feels like. Man, I don't know what was up with that, the pinching a log boss, because he was really hard at corridor 2, I think it was. And this guy's not so bad so far. Maybe it's just his particular attack animation is rough. Nice. Get it, ship lady.
We've got this, Marstead. When? How? When? First try.
Ooh, killing that one did not give me a new key. That's interesting. Bottom of the screen is the ground and he's jumping, yeah. Did I not fight this guy? Oh, I must have found the corridor and given up. Okay, check it real quick. Still need a defense upgrade, game. Really bad. Oh, what's the new... What was the power-up I just got from that last level? I don't see it on there. Maybe it affected my max chips? No, chip max 400. Attack is still 2. Didn't give me a health upgrade. I don't actually know what it did. Right to the one that looks like a V? I thought I had this one already. Yeah, that's the blow-up one. Maybe there's multiple sources of it and it can't upgrade. I'm guessing it just one-shots minor enemies. These slow enemies are great. Got in trouble on that one because I didn't have Oh, the number next to it is bigger? Oh, maybe that does mean something. I thought that was actually a text glitch at the bottom. Interesting. Good call. Looks like he chases me. Shots hurt really bad if I let them touch me, as I probably shouldn't. They have a mild homing effect too. I am faster than him though, so I should be able to beat him just through being careful. Guess I could see if I have something else. Try using this. What I don't know is that actually harming the boss, or is it just blowing up his ads? I think it's just blowing up his ads. Oh, now I know how that works. I have a limited number of uses of it total, and it doesn't use chips at all. So we don't want to do that. That's for the Gradius stages. Now I know how that works. Okay. Maybe I can try this one. Cool. We got a limited number of those big bomb shots, I guess, is how that's supposed to work. I wish I knew how much damage that was doing relative to the other thing. Oh, shit. Doesn't really blow up the side things, though. Might be best to just use my regular shot against him. So I keep having to turn and run. Just blowing him up if he already shot it. I don't have max chips anyway. Let me get the max chips before I fight him. That might help. Or I, you know, take a shitload of damage out here. That works too. At least now I'm at max chips. Alright, let's see if this changes anything at all. Nope, he still walks into me and kicks my ass. I tried the thing that It doesn't really follow behind me, though. What about this one? It's the one that's like, it's always running. I can just run away from him constantly, I guess. The problem is not being able to turn around and shoot safely. If I can kill his little shots, that's not too bad. It doesn't have a lot of hits per second, though. Does this guy work? It kind of hits behind you, doesn't it? Try that one. Should learn how to fight this guy. It's kind of shooting off in the direction I don't want it to shoot, isn't it? It's good for moving perpendicular to him, but still not quite cutting it. Try that one. It's also the gotta move perpendicular. That might be the way to go, actually. Maybe with the normal one. Let's try the normal lightsaber. The problem is I can't really run away from him if I'm using it. I might just have to skip this guy until I have more shield. I think that was the most damage I've ever put out against him. Try this one more time, and then I think I'll skip him, and we'll explore elsewhere. I'll have to watch the VOD and make a map of all the places I've been to, where I still have to go to. The problem with that attack is that if I whiff it, I can only have one out in the air at a time, which is pretty punishing. And it looks like his shots are designed to, like, catch me as I'm moving away from him. But I can't both destroy them, and yeah, I'll have to come back later. I don't think any of my shots are particularly good at him. And he hits too hard. Mini boss harder than level boss confirmed. What the hell is that? I think that's exactly what I need to fight this boss. Let me see if I can get it with full resources, though. Would be nice. I basically need something that I can throw while running directly away from him. Oh my god. These ice cubes are not dicking around. Maybe those punish you for shooting them? Maybe I'm doing the opposite of what I should be doing to get past them. Let's try. No, it starts splitting immediately. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that room? Yeah, but it seems like I never can restock on it, right? I can't use it now. What if I need 100 of them for the final boss, Chaos? Let's try it. Assuming it really was only intended for regular baddies and doesn't work on big guys. Makes them all drop stuff, maybe? Oh, it gave me more juice. Okay, so the juice can drop. Yeah. Alright. See if the boss is any easier now. We're playing for about another 5 minutes, and I'm gonna take a short break, grab a soda, and switch to, oops, the fuck just happened? Did that not happen? Switch to Skyrim. Okay. Let's try this again and see if the grenade helps at all. I think you kind of throw it behind you. Or you can throw it and then start moving. That is not getting close enough to damage him. He only takes damage in the center of his body. don't think it's doing shit for damage. Although it is pretty safe in terms of dodging him. I did learn that I can have an easier time with this guy if I'm just running from him constantly, so I'll try one more time by just trying to take occasional pot shots instead of just trying to out DPS him. It's rough though. I can't like trivially destroy his ammo is a big part of the problem. Yeah, and it's like his shots, I don't think they home on you, but I think he fires them in a way that if you're moving straight away from him, they will always hit you. One more try. If I get super far from him, I can destroy his shots. But it depends on like what turn he takes. Maybe they do home a little bit. Yeah, no, I can't beat him. I gotta come back later. I officially give up. I didn't finish exploring all the way to the north, so I'll do that really fast. It's a really good design decision to let you skip the mini-bosses if you can't beat them. Because that kind of lets them put harder mini-bosses in the middle of the zone. You can have that cool feeling of, oh man, I'm gonna have to come back here later and finish that guy off. That'll be cool. Kill it with fire spider. Okay, so I did not get a new zone door key from clearing this area, but I think that there was another level 5 warp, which probably goes to the level 6 corridor. Again, I think I'm gonna have to watch the VOD next time we play this. Oh, it's through here, probably. Let's see. Let's see if this goes to corridor 6. Oh, it gives me a health upgrade, though. Sweet. I wonder what the lore is on the round blue dude. Curious how far the max health goes to as well, if it goes to the end of shot or all the way to the right side of the screen. What's the lore? Some NES games had lore. You never know. Most of them did not. I don't know if the 1 bar of extra health is going to matter. I really need a defense upgrade so I take less damage per swing, and then I can probably brute force him. Oh god. Game explained. Game theories. Blue dude looks like the Dragon Quest slime, or like... You guys ever play Adventures of Lolo? That was a hard NES game. Those were all just puzzles. They weren't even really... I guess you had a little bit of a execution element to them. Corridor 6. This is the one that only opens with a specific weapon, so let me try to do it now. Ha, cool. And that'll be a great opening point for next session. Okay, let me also save it on every slot here, so I don't pick up the wrong one next time. Perfect. Cool, thanks guys. I'll be back in a little bit with Skyrim. See you soon. Thanks for sharing this, Matt. This game is really cool. I'm excited to play more.